It's July 6, 2020. It's a sunny and warm day here in Seattle. Let's start the update with the lavender. As you can see, the flowers have all pretty much opened and they're fading away now. Not seeing any bees either. This is the succulent string of pearls. Looks like the new growth is taking off nicely. And down here's the elephant food plant. And the frizzle sizzle, as I mentioned last week, you can see that new flower spike forming on one of the plants. And I believe this smaller plant to the left is also sending out a flower spike. I moved the peony over here. The hydrangea, you can see this new growth is really getting a lot taller, and this smaller growth is slowly catching up. Rosemary looks pretty much the same, and you can see I moved a bunch of plants over here. This is the green onion. Looks like it's not sending out any leaves. Rosemary is over here now. This is the succulent. Not sure the name of the plant, but you can see it's gonna flower pretty soon. And down here you can see I've arranged some of the plants over here, some bulb plants that I'm gonna store. The artichoke is looking fine. The leaves are actually all pretty much dying back, so I'm a little concerned about this artichoke flower. Other than that, these are the mints. You can see they're growing really well. The leaves are getting bigger. As for the raspberry, you can see the second-year-old canes are pretty much done now. This cane over here, I believe last week I said it's a 2-year-old cane, but it's actually 1-year-old, I think. You can see the flowers are opening up now. And if you look around closely, you can see some more of the 1-year-old cane, like this one, is sending out flowers soon. Like right there, there's a flower for me. And right here we have the mulberry. The leaves are a little withered because I didn't water the plants, but you can see pretty much all of the berries are gone now. Down here's the lily of the valley. Looks pretty much the same. Leaves are pretty badly damaged. And here's the blueberry. You can see the berries are still green, still forming. Hopefully they don't fall off. And over here's the dahlia. You can see at the top of the plants, there's the flower. This is a flower bud. Here's a few more. So we're probably gonna see the flowers soon, in a few weeks. Here's the strawberries. The flowers that has faded are now turning into strawberries, like this one. It's pretty ugly, as you can see, but the size is good. I'm gonna harvest this one probably in a few days. And other than that, I'm not seeing any more flowers. Here's another fruit. Strawberries are just sending out runners now, like these ones over here. You can see there's a lot more runners now. It's gonna be crazy in the next few weeks. The calla lily is doing well. You can see the flowers I showed you last week have opened. And this is one of the variety. I think this is the same variety, and this one is the different variety one. I'm gonna harvest these today for indoor. Here's some more bulb plants that I'm gonna store away. Here's the sweet alyssum. Beside that, I also transplanted the crimson clover, this seedling, to this pot, so it has more space to grow. The hydrangea is looking great. The flowers are very beautiful. And this poor little hydrangea over here is sort of dying because it's dried out, and the black vine weevil is attacking the leaves pretty badly. Here we have the stone crops, I think. You can see the stone crops flowers are pretty much gone now. asparagus looks pretty much the same. The catnips are flowering. You can see a lot of flowers are open now. Actually, I saw a bee just earlier. The grapes, yeah, looks pretty much the same. Not too much to talk about. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, just leaves. Here's the rhubarb. You can see rhubarbs are actively still sending out new leaves. More leaves forming over there. And here's the grape hyacinth and daffodil pot that I'm gonna store away pretty soon. Pineapple looks fine, maybe a little sunburned. You can see the redness on the leaf, but I think it's doing well. And the catnip in this flower pot. For indoor, the two calla lily that I cut last week is turning green. As you can see, the flowers are now looking very green, but it's not dying. And the orchid looks very nice. Not gonna go into details. And the phalaenopsis, this one, you can see this new leaf is getting a lot bigger. Hopefully it's gonna flower too, but I'm not expecting that. And down here's the staghound fern, which is growing a lot, sending out a lot of antler fronds. It's very actively growing. Here's the snake plants. This new leaf is getting taller. You can see it's getting bigger. The ficus tree looks pretty much the same. And up here's the philodendron, the pear plant, and the hoya. You can see this new growth is getting longer. The staghound fern is doing well. This shield frond is still green, but it's turning a little brown in the center. And that little antler frond is getting taller. And here's more succulents. And the dragon tree plant looks fine. And this is the harvest I did today. You can see there's a lot of calla lily flowers, and there's probably two different varieties. The pink ones all around, and there's the purple ones that's more like yellow on the edge. I again put them in some water with hydrogen peroxide and sugar.